Hi everybody, I'm Florida Trailblazer, exploring the history and wilderness of Florida. What a great day to be outside, enjoying these woods and fresh air, clear blue skies, the sun is shining. Such an amazing place out here. Now, hiking through some of the trails here and going off the beaten path, experiencing some interesting history along the way. There's many layers of history here. Some railroad history and turpentine, mining history. Most of that has been reclaimed by nature, as you can see all around me here. Out here in the woods, you can see here part of a railroad grade. It's all overgrown today. So I'm going to follow this old railroad line into the wilderness as far as I can, see where it leads. These railroads were used for transportation purposes during the days of industry out here, used by the mining industry and turpentine, and perhaps the logging industries as well. This tram goes on for miles through the woods. I always enjoy following them. You never know what you may discover along the way, and besides all this beautiful scenery, the peace and quiet. It's amazing out here. Getting away from it all, off the beaten path. I'm gonna walk back up here on this tram. Some areas are really overgrown on this part, so I'll go off the tram for a ways into the woods and navigate around some of the brush. But on the way, I'm trying to keep my sense of direction and follow this railroad grade for as long as I can. Exploring deeper out here in the wilderness, and it's starting to open up a little more out here. A lot of pines and scrub areas. Still following the railroad grades just over there through the woods. Yeah, I can see it just up ahead there. So I've been maintaining the same direction along this grade for several miles. Been hiking through some different habitats along the way. Walk over here and I'll show you the railroad grade behind me. Get a view of it there. hiked up onto the railroad grade. You can see it's elevated here above the surrounding wilderness. Something big living here. It could be gopher tortoise. This appears to be a larger hole than some of the other ones I've seen, where gopher tortoises usually burrow into. Leave it undisturbed though. So here we are on top of the railroad grade. I was hiking along that railroad grade for several miles, and I went off that for a little ways through the woods and found some of these forest roads. Been following them for quite a ways now. I am out here in the middle of nowhere. There are many miles of these dirt roads just everywhere. Could be easy to get turned around, that's for sure. But I've been following the general direction of the railroad line. Shouldn't be that far from it now. Exploring through some of these areas. It's very open, sandy out here in this scrub habitat. It's like Florida's desert out here. I've been roaming through this area for quite a while now, trying to locate the railroad grade that I was on. Okay, I think I see the railroad line right over there. And just hike through the woods through those areas. Looks like there's a dirt path here that goes along the railroad grade. Yeah, it's this area where an old mine used to be. Nature has reclaimed it today. It's all over there through the woods. We'll take a look around. But there's a lot of these old paths along the area that were used by the mining operations. See the mine through there? It's all filled in with water today. You can see where it's all dug up, all around this mine. Now, during the days when this mine was active, I imagine it would have looked a lot different. This area would have been cleared out. There would have been machinery all around here. workers. And it's hard to say how deep this mine goes. Some good views from up here. I'm going to follow some of these paths and see if I can explore around this entire mine. Explored around that mine, circled around a good portion of it, and there's a lot of areas like this where you can walk down in towards the bottom. Made it back to the railroad grade. You see it there behind me. Incredible. I followed this railroad for many miles. And it led me to that old mine, which was really neat to see. I enjoyed all the scenery down there. Okay, take you guys up onto the railroad. Now imagine, over 100 years ago, trains coming through here. This place would have been very busy. You can just sense the history when you're out here. Sometimes when you explore along these railroad lines, you can see some of the railroad ties and spikes and remnants from the railroad. And there was all different kinds of railroads, especially ones that were used to access these mines. Any way they can get back into these places and get to the resources and transport them out of here. That was the main objective. One thing I always think about when I'm following these old railroads is the past and the people that use these places. I mean, imagine the workers and trains, all the activity here so long ago, and now it's all reclaimed by nature. One may not know of the history that's in this place when you walk through these woods. A lot of scenery and beautiful woods to experience, that's for sure, but you can sense the past in these places. You can appreciate it. Cherish these moments when you're out here in the woods. I imagine the workers long ago in this area, they may not have thought that far into the future that we'd be out here hiking along this place, enjoying the nature and reflecting upon the past and memories that they made in these places. So it's always my hope that people can come out here for a long time to come, go off the beaten path, see places like this, and wonder about them. Because when you go out and experience the woods, you find traces from the past. It makes you curious, makes you want to know who was there, how long ago they were there, why they were there. It's all these things that keep me coming back out here. I hope that others can experience that same feeling for a long time to come. I'm going to follow this railroad out of here. I've explored a good portion of it and truly enjoyed it. I hope everyone out there enjoyed the adventure. I'll have a lot more to share with everybody. So stay tuned to my YouTube channel. You can discover new videos posted weekly at youtube.com/FL Trailblazer, or just search for Florida Trailblazer on YouTube. I appreciate it, and I'm going to do my best to put all of you in the experience out here, to take you off the beaten path. Take care. I'll see you in the wilderness.